Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Cheers, I've got a cup of tea here, and yeah, this is the second month. Okay, so this is the second 4 weeks of my journey towards learning web development and various other courses that I have here on this channel as well. So for those of you that haven't seen the first one, I recommend it. I'm going to put a card up here. You can go and get updated about everything I learned in the first 4 weeks of my web development course. This video is about my second 4 weeks and what I've learned in the web development course. So for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Kyle, and I've been traveling the world for the past 2 years in Australia, New Zealand and Canada. I've arrived home, established a base so that I can learn new skills that will hopefully allow me to work online. That's my ultimate goal. I want to be able to work online. So a little bit of background is I've worked in retail for the past 10 years. I've done various positions in retail, my most recent one being a store manager, and it's just not something I want to do for the rest of my life. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. So let's go! So as you can see here, I've got 9 courses now. You can probably see this from the picture that I put up on the screen here. I've got 9 courses. I've got a complete WordPress website business course. By the way, this is on udemy.com. The complete web developer course 2.0, the complete digital marketing course, photography masterclass, Canva graphics design. This other one is make money from home, but that was a free course that was on Udemy, so it's free. You don't need to pay anything to have that, and I was just curious, I wanted to have a look at it. The next one was Forex trading. Again, that was just curiosity. I'm not really doing anything with it. It's actually not a good course, I don't recommend it. And then the next one after that is the complete Shopify AliExpress drop shipping course. And then the one at the bottom there, the social media management course. So I've got a lot that I'm doing. My biggest one is the complete web developer course 2.0 and the complete WordPress website business course. Those are my 2 main ones at this moment. The third part to this video is basically when I'm going through the web development course, there are some problems and struggles that I run into, and obviously I need to figure out and solve those problems. So there's a couple of websites that I use that help me, and the first one is W3 Schools, and you can see here that, you know, on the left hand side of the image they've got quite a lot of HTML things there that you can go on, you click into and learn about them and how to do them, and it's got it for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, it's got jQuery, it's got everything in there that you need, so it's really good. The next one is Stack Overflow. So Stack Overflow is basically a web forum where you've got people go on and they ask questions or they give answers, and usually there's an answer to a question because everyone's asked it, so you're likely to find the answer to your problem here. Stack Overflow. Also, one of the things that helps me to memorize my learnings from my course is actually writing down the code that I'm learning. So it helps me to absorb the formulas, helps me to process how each part of the formula works, and it allows me to memorize it better, so that when I'm not on the web development course and I'm just coding in general, sticks in my mind, and it actually helps me to memorize it and put it in without having to go back and see how it was written or whatever. So writing it down definitely does help. The next part to this video then, part 4, is basically the parts of the web development course that I completed in the second 4 weeks, which is JavaScript and jQuery sections of the course. So this part, I'm going to walk you through some achievements that I've managed to make during these 2 sections of the course. So JavaScript is basically about building interaction within your web pages. In the first 4 weeks update video that I shared with you, you saw that I built the BBC News website, but there was no interaction. So you can't click in anything, you can't put any fancy designs on the web page, you can't put any sort of interaction at all on the web page. It's just a static page that I built. So jQuery and JavaScript work together to allow you to build interaction with your web pages. It allows users to interact with your web page. So you can see here, there's a picture, a screenshot, sorry, how many fingers am I holding up? So I built a game basically, and what it is it's a really simple game. The question is, how many fingers am I holding up? You type in the box the number that you think, and it's usually, I think it was between 1 and 10, obviously, because you've got 10 fingers. And you click guess, and the computer will guess how many fingers. You've got to guess how many fingers the computer is holding up or whatever. And it's based on randomness. So you'll put in 1 and it will say, no, I was actually holding up 5. Or you'll put in 5 and it will say, no, I'm actually holding up 9. And then eventually you'll get it right. The second one is, you'll see you've got a green circle, and 2 squares. And what this does is, when you click on the circle, I think it was, if you click on the circle, it'll pop up with an alert saying this circle was clicked. Now what this is an interaction, a very basic one, and it's done using JavaScript, and it's a formula that you use, and basically when you click that circle, it triggers the formula to put the pop-up, the alert on the screen to say that that circle was clicked. So yep, that was that one. And then the next one is, you'll just see a green circle on its own. And what this is when you click the green circle, it will move to a different part of the page, but it will be a different size and a different shape. And then you click on it again, and then it'll move to a different part of the page, and it'll be a different size and a different shape again. So it's like a randomness game. It's like catch the circle, if you like. So that's what I did. Then the next one was, it was basically at the end of the JavaScript section, you basically just had a couple of questions to answer, and then you had your official exam to make sure that you've learned everything in the JavaScript and jQuery section. So as you can see, one of the questions was, add JavaScript to the page to change the hello world paragraph to changed. So we're basically using JavaScript to change the content of your web page. And as you can see, you got that right. Then I went on to my official exam, and as you can see, at the end of the exam, I got 1 question wrong, and I got most of the other ones correct, and you can see exactly which ones I got correct there and which one I got wrong. So JavaScript and jQuery was really good, but there was some struggles. JavaScript was fine, but when it came on to jQuery, what jQuery does is jQuery makes JavaScript a little bit more simpler. You can copy and paste jQuery templates into your JavaScript, which makes things a lot more simpler. For example, email forms, what else? Email forms, and just various other stuff. And I came across some struggles because when I started using jQuery, there's some code that you need to include into the top header part of your code that will allow jQuery to work in your web page. And it took me a while to get the right code for the jQuery to work, and it was a struggle. Then there was some formulas that I was trying to get working in jQuery and JavaScript that I just couldn't get the hang of for a while, and it turned out to be the smallest of things that I needed to do in order to get it to work, and I'll show you the video now. So I've moved on to jQuery, and I'm just basically trying to get a fucking thing to work right now, and it's stressing me out. So I've got a paragraph that just says this is some text, and then I've got a button that says fade out text. So what I want to do is when I click the button, I want to fade out the paragraph text, and fucking no doing it. I'm following exactly what my course is telling me to do on my text editor, and I'm putting it in, and it's fucking not doing it. I go and I select fade out text, and it doesn't fucking fade out the text. I can't figure out what the hell is wrong. I've not put a hashtag in. Put the hashtag in. Refresh the browser. Fade out text. Hey! Woo! Fade out text. I did it. Fuck. And finally, the last part of this is basically during these past 4 weeks, second part to this course, I've been able to move from creating a basic BBC News static web page or website to being able to create some still basic but interactive web pages, and I'll show you them just now. I've done it in stages. So the first few photos that I'll show you is me designing web pages from scratch, okay? Absolutely from zero code, okay? And this is what the first one is. So the first one is basically a home page for Australia. So imagine traveling Australia. This is how I did it. Get inspired. It goes further down as well, but I just wanted to show you this because I've got the menu at the top, which is a sticky menu, so it's fixed actually. So when you scroll down the page, the menu follows as well. There's also an interactive menu. I added a hamburger menu to it, which when you click on, it expands. But this only happens in the mobile version, which I'll show you just now. And you can see that when the screen is as small as a mobile phone screen, it adjusts all the content and it becomes responsive, and it's, you know, sized properly, and that's what you're seeing there. And it's interactive, and it comes in, and then when you click out of the hamburger menu, it just goes away again. So it's fine. And then this is the second one I did, but this one was for New Zealand. Same scenario. And the next one was for Scotland. So this one is a Scotland one that I did. Then moving on to Bootstrap. This is a basic website that I made using Bootstrap. So it's quite good. Bootstrap is quite nice actually. I like Bootstrap. More on that in the third upcoming update video. And as you can see, this is just some of the other things that I did on my Bootstrap page. And then a little bit about me section on my Bootstrap page. And this next bit is WordPress. So obviously you can see here WordPress. I've created a page there for me. It's got my newsletter on there, so if you want to join my newsletter, the link is in the description. If you want to have more regular updates then about how I'm doing, then the link's in the description. Join my newsletter. And then there's a bit about me as well on that page, and then I've got a portfolio blog, and I've not got the shop yet, but I'm working on it. And a bit of Shopify. So doing a bit of Shopify, learning about Shopify, AliExpress, and some drop shipping as well. So the WordPress is why I took out the WordPress for Business course, and the Shopify one is why I took out the Shopify AliExpress course, dropshipping course as well. So that's basically the update. That's everything that I've done in the second 4 weeks of learning web development. These other courses are designed to teach me more about how to manage different aspects of web development, different styles of web pages, and so forth. So I hope this has inspired you to go and do something for yourself. And the next 4 weeks is going to be about Bootstrap and WordPress. So I'll make sure to create another video showing you exactly everything that I learned, like what I've done here in Bootstrap and WordPress. So again, if you want to join my email newsletter for more regular updates, where other people, I'll be sharing emails with other people just like you, then join. It's free, and I'll chat to you soon. Alright, hope you've liked the video. This is what I've learned, and again, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.